Your job is to protect and serve our community. Do your job.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, the Tri-Cities community continues to rally behind a Kennewick neighborhood over a proposed sex offender housing situation. In the meantime, as residents lose legislative hope to block that Level 3 sex offender home, we're going to tell you why lawmakers rejected the bill to stop. Also ahead, Pasco residents evacuate as flames tear through their home. What led to an Owen Street residence becoming uninhabitable? And let's go outside. A live picture from our Skycam network. This is in Ellensburg from our Central Washington Outdoor.com Skycam. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth in for Stacy Lee with your first alert forecast as the news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And a very good Wednesday evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is off tonight. First at 6 and all new tonight, community members once again packing the Kennewick City Council meeting to seek support on stopping a home from being used for Level 3 sex offenders.
Your job is to protect and serve our community. Do your job.
People speaking during public comment continued to urge the council to do something and help stop the proposal from going through. Members of the Tri-Cities communities have been participating in protests, posting signs, holding community meetings, and working to gather support from the council to the school district to the county. One member of the community says he is angry over the lack of transparency on the LRA plans, saying officials and police are not doing enough to protect the community they swore to serve.
The people who could have did the job, you didn't do your job. You waited until January 12th to let us know. I have 2 special need kids. It takes a little candy to lead my kid in that room for them to get 1 second. That's all they need, 1 second to harm any of our kids. Do better. If we'll post a count on you, then show us the county, because right now I don't think we can count on you guys.
Yeah, strong words there. DSHS says it doesn't have a role or influence in the development of the LRA homes. Apple Valley News Now has reached out several times to Governor Ferguson's office. And for more on that, we take this story to Olympia, where the fight to stop a home for registered Level 3 and higher sex offenders from opening in a central Kennewick neighborhood continued today. But it is facing a setback after a bill aiming to stop the plan died in the Senate. New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you what led to the bill's failure and why it presents a challenge to neighbors opposing the home.
Senate Bill 6339 is one of 6 bills introduced by Central Washington lawmakers to help stop a home for Level 3 registered sex offenders from opening in the middle of a Kennewick neighborhood.
But just like its other 5 counterparts, Senate Bill 6339 will not move to the Senate floor after being shut down in the Human Services Committee.
We need to make sure that we are not continuing to penalize those that don't need to be penalized, and that we're providing service and the supports individuals need when they re-enter community to make sure not only they're safe, but communities are safe as well.
Senator Wilson is the chairwoman of the committee, and despite a request from another senator to move the conversation to executive session, she blocked the bill from advancing, saying it needs more work if lawmakers want it to advance to the floor. If passed, the bill would have required less restrictive alternative homes, or LRAs, to be owned and operated by the same people. Its goal is to prevent out-of-town investors from profiting off of LRAs without direct involvement, which some lawmakers, including the bill's sponsor, District 15 Senator Nikki Torres, believes is what is happening with the Central Kennewick proposal.
The owners, or in this case, investors, reside on the west side of the state and have not physically seen the house they purchased. If the contract is approved by DSHS, the investors receive approximately $20,000 per resident per month.
On the other hand, critics of the bill say it would be difficult to enforce, especially for companies who operate LRA homes. And they say it could potentially face legal challenges if passed.
By requiring the person in charge of treatment and the property owner to be the same person, SB 6339 transforms the LRA from a constitutional right into a de facto ban. the entire SVP statute becomes unconstitutionally punitive.
The blocking of the bill creates a major hurdle for residents fighting to keep the LRA out of their neighborhood, and it represents growing frustration among neighbors who feel like they aren't being listened to.
There are 4 schools that are in walking distance that have to walk in front of this house. Where do we look for, our safety of our community? So I'm just begging you to please think about this.
From a town hall meant to clear up confusion to only one of 6 proposed bills being heard and shut down in committee, it's yet another blow to residents who say they're fighting for their families, especially their kids. Apple Valley News Now reached out to Governor Bob Ferguson for an interview regarding the proposal back on January 17th. We reached out again a week later to ask about resident protests and the creation of a task force. But when we finally heard back a week later, we were informed that DSHS would send us a response on how LRAs work. We wrote back saying that we already had that information, and we once again requested an interview.
And as of this newscast, we are still waiting on a response from the governor's office. Reporting from the newsroom, Caleb Sipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Caleb, thank you. Apple Valley News Now will keep trying to get a hold of the governor's office in order to learn why no real progress has been made. All right, switching gears to First Alert weather. Stacey Lee is off, but Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is here, and he has a first look at how things are looking like outside.
Well, Wednesday ended up being another gloomy day. Looks like we'll have a couple more of those for Thursday and Friday. Could see some areas of fog during the mornings as well. But it looks as if this pattern is going to break apart as we head into the weekend with low and shower chances. But in spite of that, high temperatures and even the low temperatures are going to stay fairly mild for this time of the year. For tonight, lows dropping down into the 30s. Again, areas of fog. And then for tomorrow, we're thinking in the Tri-Cities, if the fog does end up developing, it's probably going to lift around 10 a.m. And then after that, pretty mild, but it's going to be another mostly cloudy to overcast day. So in general, for Thursday, looks like we're going to have mostly cloudy to overcast skies. High temperatures bouncing anywhere between 48 to 50 for lower elevations, which is going to place us at about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. We'll have a lot more to say about the fog for tonight into tomorrow morning, and that's going to be coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, sir. Well, other news tonight, Pasco firefighters are investigating the cause of a blaze that left a home on Owen Street uninhabitable. The fire broke out around 1 p.m., forcing residents to evacuate. One person was treated for smoke inhalation, but no serious injuries were reported. We do know the residents and their pets are safe.
It was contained to the second floor room that you can see up there on the front of the house. A little bit of heat and smoke damage to the rest of the second floor and some water damage to the rooms below.
Firefighters were able to put out the fire in about a half an hour before spending some time checking for hot spots. Now to another blaze where firefighters worked to contain this one at a business in an industrial area of Yakima this afternoon. This video coming from Yakima Live. The fire department says crews were called around 2:15 to South 1st Street near East Meade Avenue for reports of a structure fire at Valley Quality Homes. Crews arrived to find heavy smoke coming from the warehouse. A part of the street was shut down as firefighters worked to contain the flames. By about 12:30, or I should say 2:30, one southbound lane reopened, along with all northbound lanes. Still no word yet on how the fire broke out. Nobody was injured. Turning to a crime alert. At Wednesday morning's Franklin County Commissioners meeting, Commissioner Stephen Bauman revealed that he and his family were the target of a death threat. Bauman told commissioners the threat came nearly 2 years ago, just days before Father's Day. He says he reached out to multiple law enforcement agencies for help and was told by several, including the FBI, that the threat was credible. Other Franklin County commissioners voiced their support, thanking Bauman for speaking out and condemning threats against elected officials.
I was really, really thankful to hear their support, and it's very unique when you can't bounce something off of somebody, so to speak. And so my fellow commissioners, they had no idea that I was going to ask to visit about this today, and I was thankful for their support.
Following Bauman's remarks, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office issued a statement clarifying its findings. According to the statement, the Sheriff's Office, Pasco Police, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms all reached the same conclusion that there was no specific threat to Commissioner Bauman's safety. Turning to Your Voice, Your Vote in Yakima County, where the Zillah School District, like many districts all across the state, is asking voters to renew an existing levy. New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with the superintendent about why the levy is critical for the district and its students.
The Zillah School District is asking voters to approve a replacement educational programs and operations levy. District officials stress this is not a new tax, but a renewal of the current levy that helps pay for everyday school expenses not fully covered by state funding. If approved, the 4-year levy would run from 2027 through 2030 at an estimated rate of $1.94 per $1,000 of assessed property value. But Superintendent Doug Berg also wants to clarify the measure is a levy and not a bond.
Bonds and levies are separate. Bonds are for buildings, and people get mixed up with that.
Berg also adds that the proposed levy rate is actually lower than the district's previous levy in 2022.
When we ran our last 4-year levy, we estimated about $2 per thousand, so we're actually lower. It will raise more money because our assessed value has went up since then, but we do believe it's right in the middle of the road.
District leaders say that without voter approval, the district would lose both local levy dollars and the state match. Even so, Berg says the district remains mindful of the financial burden that's put on voters.
You're able to go up to $250 per thousand to ask voters for, but we don't believe that's something that we could do. We wouldn't want to do that. We're still paying down a bond on our high school, and there's other things we need to do in the district later.
Levy failures often come with big consequences, and that's why the superintendent tells me that this is something that the school district does not take lightly.
This is one of the things that keeps superintendents up at night. If you pass a levy, if you pass a bond, those are things that you really worry about. It's something we don't take for granted. I know I'll be at the election office on Tuesday night next week, and I'll be as nervous as anybody there.
District leaders say levy dollars make up as much as 15 to 20% of the district's annual budget and are essential to maintaining programs and services. Ultimately, they say the decision now rests with voters. In Zillah, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, William, voters will have the final say next Tuesday during the February 10th special election. It's Wednesday night. The News at 6 is just getting started. Coming up next, Seahawk fans travel to California for an immersive experience. We are live at the Moscone Center, where the countdown to the big game continues. You don't want to miss that coverage. And let's go outside. A live picture from our Skycam network. This is in Pasco. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth returns as he's filling in for Stacey Lee with your First Alert forecast. We're on your side, and we're back right after this.
Why wait? The President's Day sale is here early at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores. And for a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big so you can make the most of your tax refund and find a deal you'll love. Plus, with special 5-year financing until 2031, you can get that new theater sofa, dining set, or bedroom set and pay over time. On now at Walker's.
You know what's all good? Zero heartburn. That's why I take Prilosec OTC. Just 1 pill a day blocks heartburn before it starts. Unlike my friend here popping antacids all day. Give me those. Prilosec OTC. 1 pill, zero heartburn. All good.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need. ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Swicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
We need a secure place for our savings after that little girl broke in and...
She broke my little piggy bank. I checked all my socials and asked around. Little Red Riding Hood and the 3 pigs all said the same thing.
Yep, they say Yakima Federal Savings and Loan is safe and secure.
I bet the big bad wolf can't even get in there. And there are 10 of them right here in our forest.
Only one local bank is right for a bear's hard-earned honey.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. Not too big, not too small, just right. Member FDIC.
Meet Jan. She's enjoying a beautiful day outdoors with friends and family. She's also managing her type 2 diabetes by taking Jardiance, the little pill with a big story to tell. You see, once daily Jardiance can help lower your A1C. Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
So ask your doctor about Jardiance, the little pill with a big story to tell.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Thanks for staying with us here on the news live at 6. Well, the Seattle Seahawks are hoping the fourth time is redemption as they head to the Super Bowl this Sunday. Many fans have made their way to California to get in on the experience. And one place you will find them is right here, the Moscone Convention Center in San Francisco, and that is where we find Derek Dice and Jack Wallace from our sister station. So guys, what are fans doing at this immersive experience right now?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool in here so far. We are in downtown San Francisco. Actually, we're standing above the NFL fan experience now, Jack.
Yeah, it's an absolute madhouse down there, but let's take a look at some of the stuff they got up here. JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba with these great boards, getting the smoke going on down with the jerseys at the end. It's a fantastic look, all leading in to one of the best parts of the NFL shop, getting all the merch going. But below us is a pretty awesome scene. We have the 40-yard dash, there's extra point kick attempts, all sorts of fun stuff for all fans, not just with Seahawks and Patriots, but all across the NFL. We saw today jerseys from all over the league, but those Seahawks fans, they sure were passionate. You can hear from some of them now talking about what's got them so excited for this week.
It's pretty exciting. It's our 9th Super Bowl, so we've come to NFL experience pretty much every year. We buy our goods at the NFL shop, which is always amazing, and just to see the same things, it's pretty much the same every year, but it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool for all fans, no matter where you're at, not even being the Super Bowl playoffs. They get every little bit of experience, even part of their own team, their own culture, their own foundation, so it's super great.
And looking just at the NFL shop, people are bringing out here because I can't get my mind off it. People, just the bags look so good from it. The bags, the mini footballs, the mini helmets, lots of little things to clutter my desk somehow even more.
Yeah, Jack's going to spend half his paycheck here, no doubt, on Super Bowl merchandise. That's it for us for now. We'll talk to you guys in the next half hour. We met some Seahawks fans who actually live in Northern California and are excited to have the Hawks playing near home for them.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Well, it looks like we're going to be stuck with the gloom over the next couple of days, so let's go ahead and time out some of the fog for tonight. And look, sometimes with fog, it really is just a best guess, as there are all these little nooks and crannies and microclimates within our viewing area. But we're thinking after 11 p.m., that's going to be our best opportunity to see some fog, especially for the Blue Foothills and for the Kittitas Valley. Then for tomorrow, we're thinking model consensus once again saying the most favorable locations for fog going to be in the Blue Foothills and in the Kittitas Valley. And it looks as if most of that should lift around 10 a.m. We'll see how things pan out. But models are indicating that this pattern could start to break down a little bit as we head into the weekend, and with that will come along some shower chances. So this storm system right now that's way off in the Pacific, and eventually as we head into the weekend, that will start to impact us in the form of some relatively low-end shower chances, at least for Saturday. Now, Sunday's looking a little bit more interesting, about a 50-50 chance of some rainfall in the Tri-Cities on Sunday, and then stepping things down into Monday and Tuesday. We definitely need a lot more rain for lower elevation elevations and higher elevations have a big-time snowfall deficit. Here's what we're thinking for snowfall from 4 a.m. on Sunday to 4 in the morning next Wednesday. Maybe a few inches for White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass. Maybe a few more inches for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. Folks, we need a lot more than this. And I know the ski resorts are saying the exact same thing. Here's your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer. The base depth for tomorrow going to be 18 inches at Schweitzer. And then for Ski Bluewood, only 21 inches. And then for White Pass, only 21 inches as well. Really being on the margin of being able to operate, at least strictly in terms of the base depth of the snow. And in terms of additional snowfall over the next couple days, you can forget about it. But I have a feeling for Sunday and beyond, we'll start to see a little bit more in the way of fresh powder. Okay, in spite of the forecast budging just a little bit, this pattern budging just a little bit, it looks as if temperatures are not going to budge at all. Here's what it's going to look like for tonight. Overnight lows dropping down mostly into the 30s. We could see some low 40s down towards the Battle Mountain Summit and for Ukiah. And then for tomorrow, high temperatures getting up into the 40s and 50s, 48s for the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla and Ellensburg, a couple 50s for Yakima and for Sunnyside. And like I said, high temperatures not doing much in the way of fluctuating over the next 7 days. A little bit warmer as we head into the weekend and the beginning of next week, 54 degrees. That places us at about 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. And then in terms of overnight lows, at least in Yakima, we're going to bounce between 31 to 38. Okay, here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Foggy to mostly cloudy through Friday, then rain chances start back up this weekend. For Yakima, high staying steady around 50 degrees, but maybe some rain to look forward to Saturday through Monday. For Ellensburg, rain looking likely on Sunday with small rain chances for Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. For Hermiston, foggy, gloomy, dry, and mild through Saturday, then maybe shaking things up by Sunday. And finally, for Walla Walla, it looks as if the fog and clouds aren't going anywhere over the next few days, but a slightly different pattern by the weekend.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. Coming up next, why wildlife officials had to make a difficult decision about a mountain lion spotted near a Lewiston, Idaho college campus.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Gillette Labs is just a fancy-looking Fusion 5? No, it ain't. It's Gillette's best shave, and its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer. Hey, Joe, come feel my cheeks.
Dad.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
I'm obsessed with this Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash. And it's 10 times more vitamin B3 complex. Just one shower transforms my skin from dry to intensely moisturized. For me, it's only Olay Moisturizing Body Wash.
Join your Tri-City Americans for Pink Ice Night, Saturday, February 7th at the Toyota Center. The puck drops at 6:05 as the Americans play on pink-colored ice in support of the fight against breast cancer. Special Pink Ice jerseys and exclusive merchandise will be available. That's Pink Ice Night, Saturday, February 7th. Don't miss a meaningful night of hockey.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Culligan helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options. For better water and finances that fit, contact your local Inland Northwest Water expert today.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Colorado Queen for only $199.99. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, only at Denver Mattress.
All right, back now with Check This Out. Wildlife officials in Idaho had to humanely euthanize a mountain lion. It was first spotted in Lewiston Sunday night near a college's baseball field. Fish and game officers, police, and campus security searched for the animal, which was eventually found about a mile away. Due to public safety concerns, the decision was made to put the animal down early Tuesday morning. Wildlife officials say anyone who sees a mountain lion should notify them so they can access any public safety risks. Officials say a man is alive after his attempt at a selfie left him trapped in an icy pond. The Indianapolis Fire Department says he ventured across its surface to get near a fountain with colorful lights. It says the 35-year-old fell in, but was able to grab onto ice to stay afloat. The department says the man's cell phone was critical in the end, but not for a photo. Officials say he used it to call 911. Everyone else is signing off, but we are just getting started with the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. One of the stories you'll see here, sports transforms lives for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. How Special Olympics is empowering participants through health while building confidence. We'll be right back.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
The President's Day sale is here early at Walker's. We're doubling down on discounts. Plus, with special 5-year financing until 2031, create the home of your dreams and pay over time. Make the most of your tax return at Walker's.
I think this is my favorite. Okay. Hon, what do you think of this?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. Avoid rising interest rates by changing your bathroom, not your home. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
You know what's all good? Zero heartburn. That's why I take Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day blocks heartburn before it starts. Unlike my friend here popping antacids all day. Give me those. Prilosec OTC. One pill, zero heartburn. All good.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need. ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
The journey on Rocky Mountaineer has been incredible so far. It feels like you can reach out and touch the mountains, and I've never felt so taken care of. You really just have to be here.
Experience the Canadian Rockies by Luxury Rail. Rocky Mountaineer.
Good morning, world.
And good morning, blood.
Dr. T?
Bleeding gums can lead to serious dental work. Only Crest antibacterial technology kills 99% of bacteria to stop bleeding gums. Crest.
Join your Tri-City Americans for Pink Ice Night, Saturday, February 7th at the Toyota Center. The puck drops at 6:05 as the Americans play on pink colored ice in support of the fight against breast cancer. Special Pink Ice jerseys and exclusive merchandise will be available. That's Pink Ice Night, Saturday, February 7th. Don't miss a meaningful night of hockey.
Did you know CancerGuard can help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
It's one simple blood test.
Good to know.
Nearly 70% of cancers diagnosed have had no routine screening. Until now.
Wait, what?
CancerGuard helps detect over 50 cancers, like pancreatic, ovarian, and lung, even before symptoms appear.
That really is good to know.
New CancerGuard from the makers of Cologuard. Knowing means everything.
Attention viewers. Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. And join Good News Today the following week on Saturday the 14th at 9 a.m.
The President's Day sale is here early at Walker's. We're doubling down on discounts. Plus, with special 5-year financing until 2031, create the home of your dreams and pay over time. Make the most of your tax return at Walker's.
When weather is the big story.
A highway partially collapsed. Highway 12 near Natchez.
Big story coverage.
The river is continuing to rise.
Only one station.
Several rescues are also taking place.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next DT, our Dave Coulier exclusive, the latest on his new cancer battle. Plus, only we're with a booked and busy Nev Campbell.
I feel a little older.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., Kennewick invests in the next generation of skilled workers. The TriTech Skills Center upgrade that's transforming career training for Tri-Cities students. Plus, the Sunnyside police chief says now is the time to consolidate dispatch with the county. The financial reasons driving the recommendation and what it means for city employees as your news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Great to have you along on this February the 4th. It's Wednesday. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redmond is off tonight. So is our Stacy Lee, but Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is here, and he's tracking your midweek first alert forecast. He has a first look at what things are looking like. Hi, Josh.
Well, Wednesday ended up being another gloomy day. Looks like we'll have a couple more of those for Thursday and Friday. Could see some areas of fog during the mornings as well. But it looks as if this pattern is going to break apart as we head into the weekend with low and shower chances. But in spite of that, high temperatures and even the low temperatures are going to stay fairly mild for this time of the year. For tonight, lows dropping down into the 30s. Again, areas of fog. And then for tomorrow, we're thinking in the Tri-Cities, if the fog does end up developing, it's probably going to lift around 10 a.m. And then after that, pretty mild, but it's going to be another mostly cloudy to overcast day. So in general, for Thursday, looks like we're going to have mostly cloudy to overcast skies. High temperatures bouncing anywhere between 48 to 50 for lower elevations, which is going to place us at about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. We'll have a lot more to say about the fog for tonight into tomorrow morning, and that's going to be coming up a little bit later in the show.
Josh, we'll see you then. Well, the city of Grandview is expanding its cemetery as available burial space runs low. City officials say the cemetery has just 2 to 3 years of space left. To prepare, the city is expanding the site east of Willoughby Road and opening 3 additional sections within the current cemetery. Leaders say the plan will ensure burial services continue without disruption for families.
We do the interments ourselves, so people come to us if they have a loved one needs to be interned. So, yeah, our people down at the shop handle all the plot, location.
City officials say the expansion ensures Grandview can continue serving families without interruption for years to come. We have an education alert for you as Kennewick School District's TriTech Skills Center is getting a major upgrade. The school district's TriTech Skills Center is undergoing a $45.5 million modernization project. The 66,000 square foot expansion replaces aging infrastructure from 1981 and creates more classroom space. The center serves 1,100 juniors and seniors from all across the Tri-Cities, offering tuition-free training in welding, health sciences, and other skilled trades.
The state of Washington is recognizing that there is an aging skilled workforce out there. We have 17 skill centers in the state, and this is a way to skill up, prepare young people for a fantastic career in any of the crafts.
The project receives funding through the state capital budget with support from local lawmakers and the city of Kennewick. Construction is expected to finish by summer 2026. In local living now, Special Olympics Washington is all about empowering people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Organization leaders say it's really to live healthy, confident, and inclusive lives through sports, but also through their health initiatives, through community, through leadership, and belonging. Leaders add Special Olympics is not just about competition. It's about being able to be seen for your abilities and not just your disability.
All of our competitions, all of our health screenings, all of our leadership opportunities, they are all at free cost to athletes and families. And so everything is made possible by donors and volunteer support and sponsorships.
Now, if you are interested in supporting the Special Olympics, there is a big fundraising event happening this weekend. It's Saturday. It's the 2026 Tri-Cities Polar Plunge and 5K. It's going to start at 10 in the morning at Columbia Point Marina in Richland. We have a link to register right now at applevalleynewsnow.com. The city of Sunnyside is beginning discussions about consolidating its dispatch center with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia reports the conversation comes as the council examines more affordable ways to operate the service.
Sunnyside Police Chief Robert Lehman says during a recent City Council study session, he was asked to seek less expensive options to run the city's dispatch center. Lehman says he checked with 2 dispatch centers and found consolidation would be cheaper.
So this year there's $842,000 budgeted. That's without the Toppenish income and without the 2 employees that we had to lay off because of losing the Toppenish contract. New costs with consolidation is with the sheriff's office. It's about $250,000 a year.
Lehman says if the city consolidates with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office, it would still need 2 jail reception staff members because dispatch enters warrants and no contact orders.
And then we'll have to add 1 corrections officer. And the reason for that is those of you that have been to dispatch is surrounded by the jail. And so that person in that horseshoe up there opens all the doors electronically and also monitors the radio traffic of the jail.
Lehman says if the city keeps the dispatch center and hires 2 people for the vacant positions, those hires could potentially be laid off within 2 years. A decision, he says, is not in the city's hands.
Because the county is working on consolidating dispatch in the next 2 years. So that's already in the works. So if we hired somebody, the potential of them getting laid off in 2 years is likely. So it would be hard for me to sell that position to anybody, or we can make the transition now. And just a little history on the consolidation of dispatch. Yakima County is the only county in the state of Washington that does not have a consolidated dispatch.
Deputy Mayor Julia Hart and Councilmember Karen Vasquez, who is also part of the city's Public Safety Committee, says they agree with starting the process to consolidate.
The agreement of we would think that doing the transition now would be most effective for us as a city. So that was our recommendation to council.
I think that we should move ahead with this. It would be my recommendation that it looks like we've done a lot of our research. We've done a lot of our homework on this. And I think we should give the chief the okay to move ahead with it, to make this, to consolidate with the Yakima County and save ourselves some money.
Lehman says switching over would ultimately save the city about $200,000 a year. He adds there would be a $15,000 in one-time cost to get the radio transmission to reach Yakima. Reporting in Sunnyside, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Alrighty, Monique, the council as a whole gave Lehman the green light to move ahead with his plan. He also says he predicts the city would be transitioned by April and would provide the council with a contract from the sheriff's office once he obtains one. All right, we have some more sports news for you. Washington State's new football coach, Kirby Moore, was in Richland for a meet and greet with fans. Held at Giza Credit Union, Cougars fans lined up for pics and autographs with Moore. You know, he's a Prosser native. He was a star wide receiver in high school, setting the all-time receiving touchdown record. Hired in December, it's been a busy start recruiting players.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think you see the growth of the Tri-Cities, obviously growing up in Prosser, just the amount of alumni in this area for Washington State, and want to make sure we're getting back and embracing this community. A ton of energy and excitement, Brett. I think right away, really appreciate the fan base just embracing, obviously, my hire. And I think everyone helped with the retention of the roster.
The Cougs signed 2 incoming freshmen today as well, including Yakima native and running back Lance McGee. A veteran leader and alternate captain, Jaden Schwartz, is back on the score sheet for the Seattle Kraken. After a 6-game scoring drought, he snapped the streak on Sunday with a clutch goal against Dallas. Our own Jake Gable shares how he is continuing to drive the Kraken's top 6 offense.
The Kraken Player Profile, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
He's one of the veteran leaders for the Seattle Kraken, and last game, he got back on the score sheet. This is Jaden Schwartz. The alternate captain snapped a 6-game goal drought Sunday with this first period tally against the Dallas Stars. It's the 5th goal of the season for Schwartz, who now has 11 points through 15 games. The Canadian forward is a critical piece of the Kraken offense, skating on the top 6 line alongside Matty Beniers and Capo Caco. Schwartz is still on pace to score over 20 goals for the Kraken this season. As the Kraken look to build on last year's success, they'll rely heavily on the leadership and the scoring punch of number 17, Jaden Schwartz. Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Jake. Now, tonight, the guys are playing, and you can see that on our My Network TV station at 7 p.m., so coming up in about 20 minutes. And now, due to the Winter Olympics, Jaden Schwartz and the Kraken are on hiatus after that until February 25th when they take on the Dallas Stars. Also, on My Network TV, you can watch on channel 35.5 in Yakima and 42.5 in the Tri-Cities. Coming up next, live in our 6:30 half hour, we are going to go back live in San Francisco as football's biggest matchup is almost here. You don't want to miss the live coverage. Then Josh returns with your full forecast. We leave you to break with a live picture from downtown Yakima.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Experience Las Vegas headliner and America's Got Talent sensation Terry Fader live at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. 2 fun shows, 1 epic night on Saturday, February 14th. The Pure Imagination Show brings comedy, music, and jaw-dropping ventriloquism together for a magical laugh-out-loud performance. Terry Fader brings a night of fun and laughs during this must-see show. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app. Pure Imagination is pure entertainment. See Terry Fader only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom giveaway, where one lucky winner wins a love collection, including a beautiful flower arrangement and more from the Flower Bar, and this spectacular jewelry from Jewelry Design Center, plus a $200 gift card to a local restaurant. You can make somebody's Valentine's Day extra special. All you need to do is enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleyNewsNow.com. From the Flower Bar, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi.
Most people achieved clearer skin from head to toe. Many were 100% plaque-free, and many were completely clear, even at 5 years.
People also saw significant improvement in pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin fits my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
BOGO time is back at Vance. Right now through March, when you buy a new AC, the All-Star Team at Vance will throw in a furnace for free. That's right. And our licensed professionals will handle it all. Call us today because this offer won't last. Upgrade your system and get peace of mind and savings all year long. Ask your system designer for details. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance. Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
All right, welcome back. With Super Bowl 60 just days away. Let's head back to San Francisco now, live with Derek Dice and Jack Wallace from our sister station as the Seahawks prepare to take the field for their 4th appearance. You guys are in the midst of the action at an immersive fan experience where fans can meet players, get autographs, and shop for exclusive gear. So how are people feeling heading into the big game, guys?
They're excited, guys. We've seen fans from, the Seahawks, obviously, a lot of Niners and Raiders fans here in the Bay Area.
It's really cool to just see the expanse about how big of an NFL kind of event this is, a worldwide event, and you can see it right below us in the NFL fan experience going on here in downtown San Francisco. We have field goal attempts. We have kids running around the 40-yard dash, which no, I did not attempt. My knees would not like that. Whole lot of fun for a lot of fans here today, especially the Seahawks faithful.
Yeah, indeed. And we ran into a few Seahawks fans who actually live here in Northern Carolina, and we talked to them about what a special experience this is for the Hawks to be playing near their home.
Oh, it's so awesome. I mean, we've been waiting for this ever since that Super Bowl 49. So hopefully we get, the game we should have won back then. Hopefully we get to get that game this time.
Man, it's quite an experience. To be in Niner territory representing the blue and green is an absolute pleasure. It's an honor. I'm grateful to be where we're at and to celebrate this 13 years later with my dad and my sister and all of them. It's quite an experience.
What do you think of all this, just this fan experience? Now, hopefully you caught what he said there. He likes being down here in 49ers territory with his Seahawks. So a lot of Seahawks fans feeling pretty confident about this game, even in enemy territory.
I mean, it may be a little bit extra special to be able to win a Super Bowl in your rival's stadium. I mean, I know it's special to win anyway, but to do it here, I think will be a little bit extra sweet for these Seahawks fans on the road a little bit.
Most definitely. All right, for Jack Wallace, I'm Derek Dice, live in downtown San Francisco at the NFL Fan Experience. Back to you.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Well, it looks like we're going to be stuck with the gloom over the next couple of days, so let's go ahead and time out some of the fog for tonight. And look, sometimes with fog, it really is just a best guess, as there are all these little nooks and crannies and microclimates within our viewing area. But we're thinking after 11 p.m., that's going to be our best opportunity to see some fog, especially for the Blue Foothills and for the Kittitas Valley. Then for tomorrow, we're thinking model consensus once again saying the most favorable locations for fog going to be in the Blue Foothills and in the Kittitas Valley. And it looks as if most of that should lift around 10 a.m. We'll see how things pan out. But models are indicating that this pattern could start to break down a little bit as we head into the weekend, and with that will come along some shower chances. So this storm system right now that's way off in the Pacific, and eventually as we head into the weekend, that will start to impact us in the form of some relatively low-end shower chances, at least for Saturday. Now, Sunday's looking a little bit more interesting, about a 50-50 chance of some rainfall in the Tri-Cities on Sunday, and then stepping things down into Monday and Tuesday. We definitely need a lot more rain for lower elevations, and higher elevations have a big-time snowfall deficit. Here's what we're thinking for snowfall from 4 a.m. on Sunday to 4 in the morning next Wednesday. Maybe a few inches for White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass. Maybe a few more inches for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. Folks, we need a lot more than this. And I know the ski resorts are saying the exact same thing. Here's your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer. The base depth for tomorrow going to be 18 inches at Schweitzer, and then for Ski Bluewood, only 21 inches, and then for White Pass, only 21 inches as well. Really being on the margin of being able to operate, at least strictly in terms of the base depth of the snow, and in terms of additional snowfall over the next couple days, you can forget about it. But I have a feeling for Sunday and beyond, we'll start to see a little bit more in the way of fresh powder. Okay, in spite of the forecast budging just a little bit, this pattern budging just a little bit, it looks as if temperatures are not going to budge at all. Here's what it's going to look like for tonight. Overnight lows dropping down mostly into the 30s. We could see some low 40s down towards the Battle Mountain Summit and for Ukiah. And then for tomorrow, high temperatures getting up into the 40s and 50s, 48s for the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla and Ellensburg, a couple 50s for Yakima and for Sunnyside. And like I said, high temperatures not doing much in the way of fluctuating over the next 7 days. A little bit warmer as we head into the weekend and the beginning of next week, 54 degrees. That places us at about 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. And then in terms of overnight lows, at least in Yakima, we're going to bounce between 31 to 38. Okay, here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. foggy to mostly cloudy through Friday, then rain chances start back up this weekend. For Yakima, highs staying steady around 50 degrees, but maybe some rain to look forward to Saturday through Monday. For Ellensburg, rain looking likely on Sunday with small rain chances for Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. For Hermiston, foggy, gloomy, dry, and mild through Saturday, then maybe shaking things up by Sunday. And finally, for Walla Walla, it looks as if the fog and clouds aren't going anywhere over the next few days, but a slightly different pattern by the weekend.
Josh, thank you. Next in What's Trending, forget sports analysts. These Des Moines animals predict winners with stunning accuracy. Their pick for Super Bowl champion next.
This President's Day, Pure Talk is honoring Lincoln and Jackson by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is acting like it's Ben Franklin Day, charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Benjamin Franklin wasn't even a president. Stop paying Big Wireless big money for the same service and hang on to your Benjamins by switching to an American wireless company that is truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors Kopstein and King for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
At Legends Casino Hotel, we believe the perfect meal begins long before it reaches the table. That's why we partner exclusively with Royal Ranch, a family farm right here in Washington. From Royal Ranch to Legends, every cut of beef we serve begins on land cared for by people who believe in feeding their community responsibly. These cattle are pasture-raised, nourished through a regenerative loop that gives back to the soil and sustains the planet. For us, it's more than food. It's tradition, it's respect for the land, and pride in the people who make it possible. Treat yourself to all-natural pasture-raised, flame-broiled steaks, or melt in your mouth succulent prime rib. Try one of our towering burger creations, the legendary Mount Hood and Mount Adams. Stacked high with all your favorite fixing to satisfy the heartiest appetites and deliver a flavor experience that's bold, memorable, and unmistakably Northwest. From the first sizzle to the last bite, every dish tells a story. Taste the trust. Taste the tradition. Taste Royal Ranch beef, proudly crafted and executed by our culinary trained professionals at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Always local, always better, always legendary.
I have two options for you to take a look at. What do you think? From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Fast removal, fast installation. Our remodels take only days, not weeks, so you can love your bathroom sooner. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Prosser's most colorful adventure is at Splat It. Throw paint, get messy, and have a blast. For kids, adults, parties, and nights out, Splat It has it all. Book now at splatitnw.com.
Back now with What's Trending. A zoo in Des Moines, Iowa is getting into the fun of the Super Bowl countdown by having some of its residents pick the winner. On Tuesday, the Blank Park Zoo let its African lions make their prediction. Deuce and Zarina had their choice of two barrels, each adorned with the logos of the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Deuce walked up to the barrels first, but decided to take a break and defer. That's when Zarina stepped in and made her pick, the Seahawks. This might be a prediction worth banking on. The zoo's animals have been correct nearly 80% of the time over the years. And look, there he goes. See? Yep, that's right. That's right. Oh. All right. Well, she picked it nonetheless. If you can only afford McDonald's Day for Valentine's Day, the Golden Arches has a way to soften the blow and some caviar. Mickey D's is offering a kit that contains an ounce of caviar. It's meant to pair with what else? Chicken nuggets. The best part, it's free. Starting next Tuesday at 11 a.m., you can order yours online. Not clear how many kits are available, but at that price, you can bet it's not many. Final word after this.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
The three little pigs needed a home because their old one blew over, but every mortgage felt like another scam.
The big bad wolf offered a loan.
Our rates will blow you over.
Then came Wolf & Company Mortgage. More hot air. The pigs were about to give up, but then they found Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
Very helpful and friendly. And a great rate that made sense.
Skip the wolves. Trust Yakima Federal Savings and Loan for your home loan. Visit yakimafed.com. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Meet Jan. She's enjoying a beautiful day outdoors with friends and family. She's also managing her type 2 diabetes by taking Jardiance, the little pill with a big story to tell. You see, once daily Jardiance can help lower your A1C. Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
So ask your doctor about Jardiance, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Why wait? The President's Day sale is here early at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores. And for a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big so you can make the most of your tax refund and find a deal you'll love. Plus, with special 5-year financing until 2031, you can get that new theater sofa, dining set, or bedroom set and pay over time. On now at Walker's.
Alrighty, here is our reason to smile. Thank you so much to G Loftus 8206 for sending this bad moon rising from yesterday evening, the big moon on the horizon. Okay, for tonight, it's going to be a hard time seeing the moon up in the skies. We're going to be stuck underneath those stratus clouds. Overnight lows mostly going to be in the 30s. Then for tomorrow, highs going to bounce anywhere between 48 to 50 for lower elevations, and it will be another day where we'll be stuck with the gloom. Looks like we could have a couple more days of that, but into the weekend, this pattern breaking down subtly, and with that will come along some small shower chances overall.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. I'm Austin Reed, hoping your news is good news. Bye-bye.